Hey, what's up, guys? Long time no video, but this is the training from April 5th to currently. So you'll see over and over the same amount of weight. It's 315 for anywhere from 1 to 5 reps. And also some bench, some singles with 225. Again, didn't have much leeway as far as what I could do for the weight. But anyways, this is all in retrospect because I actually sold all this equipment. So I was able to make the cost of the equipment. So I sold the Rogue rack, the safeties, the plywood, and the bar for 1100 cash. So I'm going to be investing that money soon. So the reason was because the flooring was very unstable. So this is actually some thin plywood and carpet, and I almost fell over on a squat. So I was like, is this really worth it? And I was kind of getting progressively weaker as the time went on. So I figure, I sell this thing, and I think the gym will be opening hopefully by at latest or earliest the beginning of June, hopefully by the end of May. So I was like, whatever, I'll just sell this and get some money off of it. And it's amazing that I made the cost of it, and I guess people are wanting the rack because I had over 20 inquiries for the rack over Facebook Marketplace. But I decided just to sell it because training in my small condo, it just wasn't productive. I have to be really careful about making sound, things like that. So I don't want any disturbances with like calls to the police or anything like that. And coupled with the instability of the floor and just the fact that there's no separation between home and gym, I just decided to sell it. And like you guys know, I sold most of my stuff to my good friend Jeff, but I just decided that it just wasn't worth it at this time. And let's say there's another pandemic within the next 10 years, then fine. I mean, I won't be lifting too hard at that point. I figure I have a window as far as where I can get PRs, so probably at latest mid to late 40s, and then I'll just be officially done at that point. So I think it was a good decision. In hindsight, I know I can multiply this money that I received into something more considerable. So, I think it was a good decision. It's just I really don't like that there's no separation between gym and home, and the fact that I just have to be so careful lifting and the instability of the floor, things like that. So all these factors combined where, it just led me to this decision, and I had to grab this stuff from storage, and on the bright side, I don't have to worry about transporting and selling again. Of course, I still have the weights and the bench. Those don't belong to me, so I'm going to be returning those to my friends shortly. But, we'll see how this ends. I'm just waiting for when the lockdown will end in Virginia. And from that point, I'm just going to be training 7 days a week, 3 hours a day at least, just to get back into shape. And we'll see what the rest of the year holds, but probably a maximum, do 2 more competitions, maximum, because we don't know when the lockdown will end, and it's going to be kind of stressful putting on PPE at the meets and so forth. So we'll see what happens. But again, don't really have any regrets. Just couldn't get any really good productive training sessions here, and I haven't deadlifted in about 2 months. So we'll see how deadlifts go when I come back. But no regrets, and we'll be using this money in a productive way. So that's good. But my other passion in life, well, I guess it just kind of took over or was always there. It was personal finance. So, I did hit a very huge milestone recently, and I don't want to divulge my financial status online, but it's more than people will achieve in their lifetime. So, I'm happy about that, and hopefully, I will make some strides in that. Just continue saving, investing, and just doing the powerlifting, of course, always as a hobby. And let's see what happens in the future. But this is the last video until I get back in the gym. Well, namely because I sold all my stuff. But just watch out for a new video, and who knows when that's going to be. It's probably sometime in June for new weekly videos. But this is going to be it for the compilation of this from April 5th to May 13th. So that's over a month's footage. But anyways, thanks for watching, and see you for the next video.